As expected, it might just be a bit too early for covering iPhone 14 information, because yes, new leaks give us details on the iPhone 14 specs, but they're kind of conflicting. It looks like the Google Pixel Fold might end up happening, but well, information's just sketchy. And Apple might use some interesting techniques to bring wireless charging to new iPad Pros. I'm Jaime Rivera, and yes, it's Friday, and since I am not drinking anymore, or at least not the same as I used to, you guys get to have all the fun. This is Pocketnow Daily. Just like yesterday, there are no official news today, but let's kick things off with the Galaxy S22 series. For starters, how about if we begin with the leader of the pack, the Galaxy S22 Ultra, which just went through Geekbench. We get to see the model number and the fact that it's rocking the expected 12 gigs of RAM, but moving away from that, we also get a new tweet from Ice Universe claiming that all three new Galaxies will bring a new version of Gorilla Glass. We don't really have specifications as to what will change, but it seems the name will be Victus Plus, Gorilla Glass Victus Plus. That said, the tweet doesn't confirm if the glass will be used on both sides of the phone like we got with the S21 Ultra last year, but if it does, the added durability is certainly appreciated. And believe it or not, there continue to be conflicting rumors saying that the Exynos is being delayed and that the Snapdragon will reign supreme. Even if Sammy continues to claim we shouldn't worry about getting their new chip, as if anyone would ever celebrate that. Let's see how it goes. Let's shift gears onto Apple and their plans for their upcoming iPad Pros. Last year, we got a report from Mark Gurman and Debbie Wu that claimed that Cupertino was working on bringing wireless charging capabilities to a new iPad Pro that would be released in 2022. Now, we have a new report from 9to5Mac that claims that Apple might have scrapped the back glass design after testing due to concerns of it falling on Zach's shelf of shame yet again. What's interesting, though, is that instead it seems that Apple has developed some iPad Pro prototypes that feature a larger Apple logo made of glass, and that the plan here is that it would allow for wireless charging. And then apparently one of these prototypes is actually featuring MagSafe with stronger magnets that would prevent it from accidental damage and, of course, allow for faster charging speeds. The problem is that these are just prototypes and you never know where Apple might go, but then the report does mention that the iPad is still on track to feature wireless charging. We're just not exactly sure how the product will implement it. Now, how do you guys feel about an iPad with wireless charging on the Apple logo? Because I think the idea is genius, but it has to be MagSafe. Now moving on, let's talk about Google and the Pixel Fold as it's starting to get a bit more traction. Yesterday we talked about the animations of Android 12L that showed that the design would look more like the Oppo Find N instead of the Galaxy Z Fold 3, but now we get some more details on its name and price tag. According to a new report from 9to5 Google, one of their sources claims that the device could be named Pixel Notepad and it'll actually be cheaper than the competition. According to them, Notepad is currently the working brand name, but Logbook was previously in consideration, and that one's weird. Now, besides that name, the source mentioned that the foldable would cost less than $1,800, or at least what we paid for the Z Fold 3. It'll also reportedly be limited at launch, kind of like the Pixel 4a was last year, as it initially just launched in the States and then expanded to other countries. Finally, we also hear that it won't bring the high-end cameras like the Pixel 6 series, but it'll still be powered by the Tensor chip. Now, I don't know about you, but I really won't believe it until I see the hands-on video that should be being filmed right now as a leak. And finally, for the hottest news today, let's talk about Cupertino once again and the iPhone 14 series, but don't worry, this one's not about the notch. We have a new report from Jeff Poo shedding some more light on what we can expect when it comes to specifications. On a previous report, he mentioned that the iPhone 14 Pro models would feature 8 gigs of RAM, but now he claims that that won't be the case. Based on new supply chain checks, he expects that all 4 iPhone 14 models bring 6 gigs of RAM due to cost considerations, which, by the way, is pretty much what we're currently getting with the Pro models. Pooh also agrees with other reports claiming that these more expensive variants will bring a 48 megapixel main camera and that they will start at 256 gigs of storage instead of the 128 we currently get. Now, on another positive note, he also claims that all models will bring a 120Hz display with ProMotion. That being said, he expects that the regular models will start at 64 gigs instead of 128, which I'm going to call complete bogus. We've never seen Apple take a step back when it comes to storage. Pooh has a shaky track record, but these rumors go along with what Ming-Chi Kuo mentioned earlier, so let's take everything with a grain of salt. And I wonder if the added storage is directly related to those 48 megapixel cameras that'll bring 8K video capabilities. I mean, anyways, in today's question, let us know, what is the ideal storage you think Apple should bring to iPhones for their price tag? Because given their premium, I think 256 gigs should be the standard, but that's just me. Leave us a comment down below, we'd love to know your opinion. Friends, again, if you want to get the news earlier, follow us on Pocketnow.com and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. You can also follow us on social medias. Our extended coverage happens on Instagram, and follow me on my personal handles to see me. No regrets, honestly. It's just different times. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like what you saw. I'm Jaime Rivera. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next week.